Welcome to jQuery video series, and this is part 34, and today we are going to look at first child filter, which is first child, and these are the things we're going to cover. So before I jump into the first child, and if you're new to jQuery, then I want you to go to jquery.com/download. I want you to download the uncompressed version because we are at the development stage. Then I want you to import the jQuery into your project, and then you need to reference it in the head section, and then we write some JavaScript code by saying, hey, once the document gets finished loading, you will execute this jQuery instruction. Okay, so this is the basic setup which you need to do, and now we get started with first child. So if you want to understand the concept of first child, then it is pretty simple. Let's say you are a principal of a school or a college and you're calling out for a parents. So it's an obvious thing. Your parents, a lot of parents are gonna show up with their children, and now you're gonna call their first child. So they're gonna send out your first child to you. So you're getting my point, right? So it is kind of something like that in here as well. So let's have a look. The case is I am going to select the paragraph and I'm going to select the first child. Okay, so if you look at this div tag very closely, you can see this div tag has two children, two paragraphs, that's right, and this is the first children the div tag has, so which is a valid case. Same goes with this div tag as well and this div tag as well. Okay, but when I look at these two paragraphs, and if I look at body, because the body is parent to these two tags, but the problem is this is not at the first position, right? This is not a first child. So if I run this by saying, hey jQuery, get me the p tag who is the first child of a parent, which I don't care who the parent is. So jQuery will start from the top, and jQuery will reject the h2 because we are interested in the paragraph tag. So h2 gets rejected, then it moves here and looks at the paragraph tag and it says, it's interesting, this is a paragraph tag, but the problem is we are looking at the first child and this paragraph is at number position 2, so we are not going to select this one. And it moves further, same story, it's at position 3, so it's going to reject. Then it looks at the div tag, again it rejects. Then it moves in further and it looks at the paragraph tag, and which is the children of a div tag, and it's at the position 1, so jQuery says, right, this is the guy I'm looking for. So it picks that guy and puts in this pocket. Same goes with this div tag and same goes with this div tag. Right, so let's preview in browser and I'll see the results, so you can imagine the results. Did I say just, oh yeah, I did say. So 0, 2 and 4 get selected, right? So what is it? 0, paragraph 0, 2 and 4 got selected. But what if I make a mess in the system like this? If I add an element, control kitty and save, and let's something is wrong with my machine, I don't know, close this guy. Let's preview in browser again. So okay, so you can see this selection is gone. Why it is gone? Because now the position has been moved at number 2. Initially it was selected because there was no break tag. So if I again preview this element, so you can see the paragraph 0 is selected, right? So you got the idea, right? But well, we are humans and we are stupid. You say, hey, I have a situation like this, but still I want this guy to get selected. Can you do that? So jQuery says, oh yes, I can do that, but that I'm going to cover in the next video. Right, so we are done here, and up next we are going to look at the first of type, which is the answer to a question. So thank you for listening, good night and take care.